Okay, sit yourself onto your left and come into a good cross-legged position. Just have a little wriggle about. Make sure that you're feeling level at the seat bones. Hold onto your knees and elevate the heart area up to the ceiling, drawing your shoulders down away from your ears. Look down at the floor. Focus on filling the lungs from the bottom to the top and emptying your lungs from the top to the bottom. Keep your eyes still in the sockets, just looking at something that doesn't move. Release your hands, bring your hands into Namaste. Press your palms firmly together, lengthen from your armpits into your elbows. Elbows into the heels of your hands, the heels of your hands into the fingertips. And with an exhalation, allow your eyes to gently close. Continue to observe your breath, observe the physicality of your breath, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, and emptying your lungs from the top to the bottom. With an exhalation, draw your chin down to meet your chest, lift your chest up to meet your chin. Spend a moment to seek to generate a genuine, heartfelt sense of gratitude for something or someone or somewhere. Hold on to that feeling of abundance in the heart area. And release the backs of the hands down toward your knees, palms facing upwards. Bring the tip of the index finger together with the tip of the thumb. Just a gesture of wisdom, of physical intelligence, and of peacefulness that we can carry into our practice as an intention. Raise your head, allow your eyes to softly open and the focus to softly come back. Hold onto your knees, elevate the heart area up to the skies and draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a deep inhalation and then turn to the right side, drawing your abdomen across and your ribs and your shoulders. And then gently come back to the center. Take a deep inhalation and then with following exhalation turn to the left. Dig in the back hand into the cushion or the block so that you stay on the front edge of the seat bones. Draw your abdomen across. Draw your ribs and your shoulders across. And then gently come back to the center. Hold onto your knees, lift up into the chest and draw your chin forwards and down to meet the chest. Lifting the chest up to meet the chin, drawing your shoulders down consciously away from your ears. Take a deep inhalation and with the exhalation raise the chin up to the ceiling, pushing the chin to the sky. If that restricts your breath, just soften it, just soften the extension. Take a deep inhalation and with the following exhalation, draw your chin down to meet the chest, drawing the shoulders down away from your ears. Take a deep inhalation and with the following exhalation, raise the chin up to the ceiling. Feeling the stretch of the front of the neck. Keeping the shoulders down. Take a deep inhalation and then bring your head back to the center. Take a deep inhalation and with the following exhalation, stretch the right ear across to the right shoulder, keeping the shoulders down so the ear won't make contact with the shoulder, but you'll get a deep, intense stretch on the left side of the neck. Take a conscious inhalation and with the exhalation bring your head across to the center and then over to the left, keeping the neck long as you stretch over. Keep the seat bones level by adjusting the position of the torso, just changing the position of the head. Take a deep inhalation and with an exhalation come back to the center and again over to the right. deep inhalation, breathing into both lungs, and then with the exhalation come back to the center and over to the left. Just enjoying that stretch. Drawing the shoulders down away from the ears to intensify the stretch a little. And with an exhalation, come back to the center. Take a deep inhalation, and with the following exhalation, bring your chin across to the right side. Keeping the chest looking forwards. Keeping the chest lifted, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Take an even in breath, and with the exhalation, bring the chin to the front and over to the left. With an exhalation, come back to the front and over to the right. Deep inhalation, and then with the exhalation, come back to the center and over to the left again. Shoulders down, just giving you space around the neck. Breathe into both lungs evenly, and then bring your head back to the center. So we're going to turn the spine, but I want you to keep the chin in line with your chest this time. Take a deep inhalation, and with an exhalation, turn to the right, drawing your abdomen from the left to the right. Get your belly button to point towards that right knee and beyond it. Turning the abdomen, turning the ribs, turning the shoulders. And then come back to the center. Take a deep inhalation, and then turn to the left. And then come back to the center. Make your lift, and then come down onto your feet, sit back on your heels, sit into the shins, and consciously press your shins into the floor so that the thighs activate, so that the thighs become firmer. Press the shins, shin bones into the shin skin, activating the thighs so that you can really activate up into the spine, and then keeping the seat bones down on the heels as much as you possibly can. Come forward and stretch into Adho Mukha Virasana. Press the hands into the floor and sit the seat bones down on the heels. Turn the tailbone in. Listen to the breath. Observe the space around the lower back. Draw the tailbone towards the heels all the more, and lengthen from the hips into the armpits, into the elbows, into the wrists. Raise your head, keep your hands where they are, and then thread the left arm underneath the right armpit, stretching as far away as you can. Your seat bones will come off your heels, but try and sit them down. Have the left shoulder on the floor, have your head on the floor, and then really activate both arms. Press the left arm firmly into the floor like you want to push it through the floor, and then roll the chest towards the floor. Keep the right arm really deeply intensely extending away, rolling the chest towards the floor, opening up the shoulder blade region. Keep the upper arm on the floor, keep the lower arm pushing into the floor, and then release, stretch forwards, come back into Adho Mukha Virasana. And then raise your head, keep your left hand where it is, thread the right arm underneath the left elbow, lift your head as you do so, so you get really good purchase, stretching into that right arm. Keep the shoulder down, keep your head down if you can. Keep pushing into the heels, although they'll probably lift. And then stretch that right arm away. Keep the left arm extending. Push the right arm into the floor. And then roll the chest towards the floor. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, listening to the breath. And then extend your arms away, hit the heels back into the seat bones, and then stretch into Adho Mukha Virasana. Put your hands underneath your shoulders, push yourself up. Just sit back on your heels and extend the chest up to the ceiling, drawing your shoulders down away from your ears. Just spend a few moments filling the lungs and emptying them. So we're spending time in the limbering poses. Really familiar poses, but they have a distinct effect on the physical body. Come up onto your knees. Have your little fingers on the edge of the mat. Stretch your thumbs towards each other. Turn your toes under. And then come up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Tighten your kneecaps. Press the fronts of your thighs through to the backs of your thighs. And lengthen your spine away from the legs. Lengthen the fronts of the legs through to the backs of the legs. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathe evenly into the lungs. Breathe evenly out of both lungs. And then when you're ready, step your feet forwards, come up into a standing position, and then get a couple of blocks of your hands for half uttanasana. Have your feet as wide apart as your mat. So with the feet as wide apart as the mat, feel that the edge of your heels line up with the edge of the mat. Feel that the edge of the little toes line up with the edge of the mat. Just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, tightening the kneecaps. Just tightening the kneecaps. Turning the toes in. Spread your toes. Put your hands on your hips and elevate the heart area up to the ceiling, broadening the chest. Wing your elbows towards each other behind you. Keep your head lifted and then hinge at the hips. Just feel any quirks within the body as you come down. Keeping the head lifted, keeping the chest extended, keeping the fronts of the legs hitting towards the backs of the legs, keeping the spine extending away from the legs, keeping the head lifted, always keeping the head lifted. Reach down and find the blocks. Have them directly underneath your shoulders. Hit the legs towards the back of the room. Turn the fronts of your thighs inwards. Lift the seat bones. Project the chin and the chest forwards. Just feel the extension of the spine. Just feel the freedom to extend. So being high up like this, you might be able to go down lower, and that's fine, but it's always good to start high because it gives you space. And as you go down, you realise the space that you have to accommodate for. So it's good to spend a little time in this first stage. Bring the left block across to the middle of the block underneath your chest. Bring your left hand, staying on the fingertips, bring that left hand onto that block in the middle. Bring your right hand into the small of the back. Reactivate your legs. Tighten the kneecaps, press the fronts of the thighs through to the backs of the thighs. Lift the seat bones. Project the chin and the chest forwards. And then turn to the right. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, keeping the legs evenly activated. Observe as you turn whether one leg becomes more prominent than the other. And then come back to the centre. Bring blocks back underneath your shoulders, even on both sides. Project the chin and the chest forwards. Bring your right block underneath the chest. Stay on the fingertips on that right hand. Bring the left hand into the small of the back. Lengthen into the spine. Keep the legs working consciously and evenly. And then turn to the left. Just breathe in with consciousness. Extending the spine with activity and consciousness. Feeling that the hips are level. Okay, release and then just come back. Just bring the blocks back underneath the shoulders. Lengthen into the spine. And then bring your hands into your hips. Come back. Keep your feet wide. Come back up into Tadasana but with wide legs. And then raise your arms up. Virasana. Have your arms wide so that you can straighten your arms. Lift the chest to the skies. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, filling the lungs evenly. And then bring your hands back into the hips, wing the elbows back. Come forwards, hinging into the hips. Come back into half uttanasana. Extend into the spine. And this time, if you can go down lower, then do. But be conscious of the lower back. If you've got a bad back, then stay at the higher lift. As you come down lower, if you are coming down lower, observe what you need to do to continue the extension of the spine, to continue the action of the legs. I see all the time in the class when I'm in the room with people that people bend their knees to reach the floor, and then they've lost everything. You've lost the extension of the spine, you've lost the extension of the legs. So trust yourself to move into the pose with consciousness. And then bring your hands into your hips, bend your knees on the way up if you need to, and then come up into Tadasana. Just feel the body in 3 dimensions, from the feet all the way up to the face. Feel the skin from the face to the feet. Feel the skeleton from the feet to the top of the skull. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, listening to the breath. Bring your arms out nice and wide in towards your chest, and then step or jump your feet nice and wide. Turn your left toes in, your right leg and foot all the way out. Sharpen the action of your legs. Tighten the kneecaps and turn the legs outwards. And then keep turning the legs outwards. Keep that back leg really firm. Reach down, find the shin. Draw the abdomen to the sky. Draw the chest up to the ceiling. Reach up into that top palm. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, listening to the breath. Just look down as your head over your foot. If it's not, then lift the chest a little more. Squeeze the front leg buttock bone forwards, and then look back up. Looking up, observe how you get a sense of freedom in the sinuses. Maybe breathe a little more clearly, at least in one nostril. Reach up with the top hand, come back to the center, and then swap the feet around, turn the right toes in, left leg and foot all the way out. Turn in the legs, and then come over to the left. Have a quick look down, make sure your head is directly over your foot. Squeeze that front leg, buttock bone forwards, hit the back leg towards the wall behind you, turn the chest. And then bring that top hand down to the big toe side of the foot. Bring the other hand onto the little toe side of the foot. Turn the back leg and then step back into dog down. Pushing the fronts of the thighs through to the backs of the thighs. Turning the fronts of the thighs inwards, the opposite to trikonasana. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, listening to the breath. Consciously breathing into both lungs evenly. Bend the right knee, swing the right knee forwards to make contact with the right wrist. Bring the left leg down for a moment. Stretch that left leg down. So the right knee is in contact with the right wrist, the right foot underneath the left thigh. Stretch that left leg away. Turn that left leg like you're doing Tadasana, turning the front of the thigh from the little toe side to the big toe side, so that the hips come level. Bring the fingertips into the floor and then lift the chest. Drive the chest upwards from the abdomen to the diaphragm to the collarbone to the chin. And if you can, extend your chin to the ceiling. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Bring the palms of the hands down onto the floor. Turn your toes under that back leg and then push yourself up, back up into dog down. Bend your left leg, bring the left knee to make contact with the left wrist. Bring the left foot underneath the right thigh. Stretch your left leg away, your right leg away, sorry. Have that left foot underneath the right hip. Turn that leg from the outside to the inside. Turning from the little toe side to the big toe side. Come up onto the fingertips. Lengthen from the abdomen to the diaphragm to the collarbone to the chin. Keeping those hips really consciously level. So keeping that back leg in Tadasana. And then bring the palms back down onto the floor. Turn your toes under that back foot. And then push yourself up, back up into dog down. Just consciously fill the lungs evenly. And then come down onto your knees. Bring the tip toes together, or the big toes together at least, and then sit back on your heels. Just observe how you have opened up the energy of the upper body and the legs. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Just very briefly turn to the right side. Bring your left hand across to the right knee, over the right thigh. Digging the back hand into the floor or into the, I'm pressing into the foot. To turn and then come back to the center. Take a deep inhalation and then turn to the left. And then come back to the center. So we're going to finish with a restorative supported bridge pose. So get a blanket and roll it up at one end so that you get this little kind of Swiss roll effect underneath the, you're going to have, that's going to be for your neck. And then have a bolster where you can reach it, because I'm going to put that underneath the lower back. So this is a really nice pose just for really supporting the neck and the shoulders. So you're going to come down onto your back and then bring the neck, the back of the neck, into bring the roll into the back of the neck. Just feel initially that it's in a good straight line underneath your neck. So it's in an even position. And make sure that you're in an even position with the mat. And then once you're there, once you've found that comfortable even position, then lift the seat bones. Lift the seat bones, drive the bolster underneath your lower back, and then bring the seat bones down onto the bolster, and then just keep your feet bent. Keep your feet flat on the floor, and then keep the chest lifted. Stay on the tops of the shoulders. So sometimes you can bring the bolster up a little higher up your back than normal, but not too high, just into the lumbar area. And then have your hands to the sides of the body, and then just allow the body to rest into the floor. Just listen to the sound of the breath as it enters and as it exits. Feeling that support underneath the back of the neck. If it doesn't feel big enough, you can try and make it a little bigger underneath just lift your head and just roll up a little more. Or if it feels too much, then do the opposite. Just lift your head, just unroll it a little. This should feel comfortable. Allow the body to relax. So rather, than conscious extension, I want you to practice conscious relaxation. Breathe evenly into both lungs, evenly out of both lungs. away. Lift the seat bones, slide the bolster away. Just slide the bolster away so that it sits underneath the backs of the knees. Just lift the head, unroll the blanket, just make it into a little pillow shape. And then allow your body to just very gently relax into the floor. Make sure you're in a good straight line. And then once you're there, allow the muscles to relax. Allow the leg and the arm muscles to unhook. Let the body become heavy. Let the body relax into the floor. Observe that feeling as you relax into the floor, that feeling of energetic lightness from the bones radiating into the muscles. Radiating into the organs. Radiating into the flesh and the skin. Bringing a conscious lightness to the sensation of the skin. Just gently wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers, bringing yourself back into this pose of shavasana. And then bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster, have the feet apart, the knees together. And then draw your knees in towards your chest, have a little rock from side to side, from top to bottom. And then roll over onto your right side. Stay down for a breath or two. And then straighten your top leg. Just come back up into a seated position, just at the final. Cross legs with your hands in the mat seat. Final spinal lift. Bring your hands into the namasthi, close your eyes and draw your breath in through your nose and down into the abdomen. Conscious of the energy that you've released through your practice. A good, positive, healthy flow of clean energy that the extensions and the forearm, the extensions and the forward bends and the twists and the inversions bring to the body and to the mind. And then draw your chin down to meet the chest. Lift the chest up to meet the chin. Spend a moment to seek to acknowledge acknowledge the positive energy you have created inside. And then send some of that positive energy out into the world. And gently release the backs of your hands down towards your knees. Palms facing upwards. Bring the tips of the fingers and the thumbs together. Tip of the index finger and the thumb together. Just a gesture of wisdom. And peacefulness. And then raise your head. Allow your eyes to softly open. And the focus to softly come back. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you feel like you've lifted your energy and given yourself some really good positive energy to put into your day. Just a quick, slightly tangential aside, my new album comes out today under the name Music by Machines, all one word, and it's called Filthy Disco, so it's out on all the streamers, so have a listen to that. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon.